Good morning, everyone. I am Muhammad Habibur Rahman. My student ID is 231834. Now I am presenting a presentation on women empowerment. Now I starting the presentation. Firstly, what we know about women empowerment? What is women empowerment? Women empowerment may be defined in several ways, including accepting women's viewpoints, making an effort to seek them, and raising the status of women through education, awareness, literacy, and training. Women's empowerment equips and allows women to make life-determining decisions through the different social problems. So, if we know more in women empowerment, we can know that women empowerment has become a significant topic of discussion. It can result in approaches to support trivialized genders in a particular political or social context. So, now we're discussing the topics about economic empowerment of women. What do you mean the economic empowerment of women? Economic empowerment means the economically solvent of women, right? Since the 1980th century, the path on of the development for neoliberalism priorities competitiveness and self-reliance as a measurement for economic success. Individuals and their identifying the communities that do not meet society's favored behavioral standards are looked down upon and prone to lower their self-esteem. Then we discuss about political empowerment of women. What do you know about the political empowerment of women? Let's discuss the political empowerment of women. The political empowerment supports creating policies that best support gender equality and agency for women in both the public and private spheres. That means the equal equal right that a man that a woman can have politically equal. So we have to remember that woman is not woman is our our a part of our life. So we should create a huge amount that women can join the political empowerment. As of 2027, the global average of women who hold lower and single house parliament position is still created by the women. We are talking about the cultural empowerment of women. What is cultural empowerment? Cultural empowerment of men recognize their freedom to take pride in their values, whether they are orthodox or modern in nature. This is not to say that centuries of abuse clothed in the spirit of culture should be allowed to continue, let alone be celebrated. Undoubtedly, traditions cloaked in the idea of empowerment should be objected to in light of feminism. For example, we see that some researchers some researchers indicates that women only have an equal chance to have their written or published. Actually, we should give a chance to the to have the written or published, and we encourage men to this side. Now we are talking about some other important things for women empowerment. Then we discuss the feminist approaches to women empowerment. Women empowerment can be measured through the gender empowerment measure, which calculates women's participation in a given nation, both politically and economically. GEM is calculated by tracking the share of seats in parliament held by women, of female legislators. Actually, the feminists are trying to approach the women empowerment. They are encourage the women empowerment, right? So let's we discuss the internet use for women empowerment. That means how internet encourages the women empowerment. Now discuss about this. The internet is often a source of empowerment for women through its creation, dispersion, and utilization of hashtags and social media. Growing internet access in the late 20th century provided women with various tools to empower themselves. Women began to use social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter for online advertising. Through online advertising, they are able to empower themselves by organizing campaigns and voicing their opinions for equality rights. Now we are talking about the ongoing projects for women empowerment. Uh, ongoing projects mean what projects are actual time is working for women empowerment. So we can see that the US empowerment women through passing of laws such as allowing women to vote in 1920, banning discrimination based on gender in 1964, banning discrimination against pregnant women in 1978, etc. The inclusion of women in politics allowed for more gender equality. The first female Speaker of House, the first lady to run for president, first woman to serve on the Supreme Court, and the first female vice president were monumental events that provided insight into the developing social acceptance of women in power. So now we are talking an important things of women empowerment, that is political empowerment of women. That is an important and most important things for women empowerment, that is political empowerment. What do you mean about the political empowerment? According to United Nations Development Program UNDP, increase the participation of women in politics, incorporating a statement on gender equality into policy, having a quota for women's involvement and election, establishing goals for female representation, increases the number of female candidates are train them, increase women's presence in the campaign through greater media exposure. So that is my short lecture about women empowerment, and we can uh, see a may lot of things on women empowerment if we discuss the discuss again this women empowerment. We can see that women empowerment is we can see that develop for our real development, women empowerment is a must. If we cannot ensure women empowerment, we cannot make a real development of our society. Actually, for making a good society and for making the equal society, we should empower of our women. It is mandatory. If we not empower our women, we cannot get good a good accepting woman in this society. So we should encourage the woman empowerment. So for conclusion, we can say that for our real development, women empowerment is a must. If we cannot ensure women's empowerment, we cannot make a real development of our society. So for our society extremely developed, we need to develop of our women empowerment. If we cannot ensure our women empowerment, we can be lagged behind the society. So I end my discussion, and thanks everyone for give for attention for my lecture. I am uh, trying to give some important things and some important things of women empowerment, which is must for our present development. So everyone should know about this women empowerment, and I'm and I am and we should work for the development of our women. So thank you everyone for connecting me. Uh, at least thanks for all. Thanks. Assalamu alaikum.